All right, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to this live webinar that we're doing on how to make money, or making money with FantasyDraft.com. FantasyDraft.com is a brand new, or at least a somewhat brand new, um, daily fantasy sports competition website that allows you to get paid on up to 6 levels of referrals of people who are going to be on here playing fantasy sports. Right now, most of everything is in beta. They've completed the NFL season as well as the NBA season, which currently, as of today, is in playoffs. And what we're going to do here is we will actually log in during this webinar so you can see how some of the live competition is going in fantasydraft.com. So if you will, give me a moment to get logged in there. Okay. And what you're looking at right now is actually a infographic that I put together to really break down, what's possible when it comes to making money with FantasyDraft.com. And what we're going to do is actually log in here. This is the website. As you can see, it's a very nice website. Drew Brees is actually one of the partners of this website, and there are a few other professional athletes who are also, part of this site. In fact, let me go to the referrals page just so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. As you can see, we've got Drew Brees doing the overview as he explains how the referrals works. So if you have any questions, you'll be able to get back to the person that invited you to take a look at this presentation. Again, if you're working directly with me, then go ahead and sign up with me. But if you're working with a business partner of mine in Fantasy Draft and they showed you this video, again, please get back to them. We absolutely do not want any types of cross-line recruiting or anything like that. We here at Top Networkers Group believe in operating with the code of ethics and making sure that the people who did the work get rewarded for the work that they've done in terms of driving traffic to a video or showing people some information. In this industry, you always want to get back to the person that referred you. That's just how we do it. You want to create good karma for yourself, if you will, by getting back to the person that introduced it to you first, that shows you the information. You set yourself up for the same in return in the future. As you're out there sharing the same information with others, you'll want them to get back to you as well. Now, again, this infographic was independently produced, and what this absolutely is created for is just to paint a picture of what's possible for those of us who are affiliates that take full advantage of this opportunity. Now, again, this is presented by Top Networkers Group. Please have a pen and pad ready because I'm going to want you to write down some information. Now, again, this information only applies to those that were invited by me, the CEO of Top Networkers Group. If you were not invited by me, do not use this link to sign up. This is where you get back to the person that invited you. Ask them for their links. You can join for free. That's step number one. Okay, again, it's free. Now, step number two, we're going to suggest that you load $100 into your account with FantasyDraft.com. Again, we're here to talk about making money with FantasyDraft.com. And one of the things that we really want you to do is we want you to play. Go ahead and, draft teams. Go ahead and compete in the daily contests that are happening. I'm pretty sure that once, basketball season ends, sometime during the baseball season, where we're going to finally get a chance to test that out. And there's going to be daily competition going on with all of these sports at some point in time in the future. Right now, though, it is our job to really start, building it up. And if we put $100 on our books, and we'll be able to, enjoy ourselves during the month. Many of us are going to actually win money, simply by participating in many of the contests that are going on. Now, again, this is what we recommend doing. We recommend that you do this monthly. Okay, if again your goal here is making money, here's step number three. This is super simple. Just tell three people. Refer three people to fantasydraft.com. Show them this video. Show them how simple it is for us to start making money again. This isn't like a lot of the opportunities that you see now. The $100 is totally optional. This is not something that you have to do. But if you're putting $100 up and you've got three people who are putting $100 a month up, what's going to happen is you're going to now be able to compete, maybe even against one another. Have contests with your friends, and every single month, little wagers here and there, that can turn into a nice making money opportunity, mixed with fun. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be awesome for those of you that follow these three steps. And again, once you do this, what you're going to see is something really powerful happen because of the 6 levels of referrals that you're going to get paid on. We're going to show you how that works just now. Now, you see, Fantasy Draft, it offers a tremendous, as I just got through saying, a tremendous 6 level payout on all referrals in your network, in your referral network. So what you want to do is you simply want your three to follow this plan, to get signed up, to load $100 on their accounts, and then to go tell three people, which will, play out in the example that we're about to show you here on the screen. Now, again, just as a disclaimer, this is only what's possible. This is not a guarantee. This is what will happen if you actually go out and refer three people who, follow this plan. Now, let me break this whole chart down for you real fast. This is your first generation. You're going to get 10%. Okay. Okay. So of that $100 that they're loading, you're looking at 10%. Now, if you have three people doing it, that's $30 a month that you can be generating through Fantasy Draft. And this is all, whether or not you actually are winning money in these contests. This is simply from referring people who are loading their accounts every single month so that they can play every single month and make money on fantasydraft.com. Now, if they go out and tell three, you're going to have 9 people on your second generation. Okay. Okay. So this is your first degree referral. This will be your second degree. They call it 6 degrees of referrals. It's the same thing as 6 generations, 6 levels, right? Because this is how it's going to play out. So anyway, 10% on your second level. So they do the same thing. You're going to generate $90 a month. Okay. Now, they do the same thing. These 9 till 3, it's going to be 27 people on your third degree, which we're getting 15%. And that's going to work out to $405 a month. Again, in this example, every affiliate is loading their accounts with $100. And I didn't mean to be too anticlimactic there. You probably saw the grand total at the bottom, but for those who weren't paying attention, let's just keep rolling through this example. On your fourth generation, you've got 81 affiliates in your network, and you're going to be generating $1,215 a month residual income on that level, just from people who are loading their accounts and playing on fantasydraft.com. On your fifth level, it's 20% of 243 affiliates loading $100 a month. That works out to about $4,860 a month just on your fifth level. Okay, how many of you guys could use an extra $4,800 a month right now from something as simple and as fun as playing fantasy sports, you guys? On your sixth level, you're looking at a 30% payout. As you can probably see, they're going to pay you the biggest percentage on your sixth level, which is always going to be your largest level, where you're going to have the most affiliates. In this example, you would have 729 affiliates loading $100 a month 30% of that is going to work out to about $21,000 a month, you guys, in residual income. Now, you add it all up and you're looking at $28,000 a month in residual income. How many of you guys watching this video could absolutely benefit from something like that? Now think about it. With sites like FanDuel, DraftKings, and other daily fantasy sports competition websites that are out there now, think about how many people would actually benefit from this model where it's 6 degrees of referrals. There's a bunch of people on these other sites right now who are actually spending quite a bit of money on these sites and generating quite a bit of money for these websites. These websites aren't really paying any of the money back to those to those players. In this example, Fantasy Draft, which is not advertising, again, this is sort of why we get paid. This is sort of why I'm making some independent videos and some independent infographics for my team, for my business partners to be able to use, so that people can really have an understanding of what this thing is about. Just understand that when you're hearing commercials for these other fantasy draft daily competition websites, just understand what's happening there is that they're paying in order to get their name out. But this right here is every bit as good, of a platform, and they're going to pay us to get the word out, and even pay us to play and to participate and to encourage others to do the same. Now, in this example that I've shown you, this is all based on $100 a month. But what were to happen if instead you and your entire network were just loading $50 a month? Well, just slash this in half. You would be looking at around $14,000 a month coming in residually, with you and your network, you and your affiliate network, just putting in $50 onto your books every single month and wagering that every single month. And what if you only put $10 on your books every single month, right? Okay, what if you and your entire network did this same exact thing? You put $10 up, you would be generating $2,800 a month in residual income with FantasyDraft.com. So again, you want to get started, you want to join right now for free. Let's take a look at the website. Okay. This is where you're going to land, FantasyDraft.com. And I've actually been on the website sort of just testing things out. I'm actually just going to really start getting serious with this opportunity because it's wide open. There's a bunch of folks who um, kind of looked at it and sort of passed it on and sort of went somewhere else. But this is a really quality website. There's a lot of nice tools on the inside. Let's look at the contest. Okay, so as you can see, right now, currently, we're in the NBA season, and what's happening is there are playoff fantasy contests that are happening right now. Now, as you can see, it breaks down the entry fee. This one's $10 to get in. This one's $5. This is $2. This is $1. Here's one that's free. It looks like there's no money on that one, so that might be a private. Yeah, it's a head-to-head competition. So those are just a couple of folks going head-to-head, and this is something that you can do. You can set up competitions between friends. Okay. To the news. Now, again, this is actually information that they're reserving just for those of us who have accounts. They break down the how to play here for you, for those of you who have questions. Everything from drafting a team, from choosing a contest, even creating your own contest. So there's tons of information on how to do things here. So you don't have to worry about explaining everything to everyone. You can simply send them to the website, tell them to click on how to play. Let's look at deposit. Okay, again, you would have to be signed in order to do that. Go ahead and sign in. Let's look at these contests for a moment. And I want to look at the contest that I'm in. Okay, this is an actual contest that's going on live right now. Um, I am in 40th place right now. I have a decent team, I think, but I'll have to wait and see how things work out. Now, it's just like anything else. This is the there's a salary cap, so you have to draft players daily. There's no kind of like season long deal here. Um, so depending on who's playing and how much those players are actually going to cost, you can pretty much choose just about anyone in the league. So that's pretty awesome. It looks like Joe Johnson is starting out kind of slow for me. LeBron is playing pretty good. That was a decent pick for me there. Um, J.R. Smith played pretty good for me. And Iman Shumpert, not too bad. Could have been better. So got a few of the games that are about to get started here, and so I just gotta hope that things continue to improve for me tonight. Because I wouldn't mind winning some money. Now again, um, I'm not gonna ask anybody to put their money up until I put mine up. That being said, be sure again because we're just now making this putting this plan together. Be sure to contact me. Let me know that you're ready to roll. And at that point in time, we'll do another video so you can see that I'm locked and loaded and ready to go. And again, you can follow my lead there. What we're sort of thinking about doing here is actually slipping this opportunity into the one MLM system. Although it's still a beta program, they're still testing things out. It has a ton of potential, especially if you and I start taking it seriously ourselves. And what I'm actually thinking of doing here is going that $10 route because again, we already have those levels in our system. We have the free level, the $10 level, the $50 level, and we had $100 level, but that opportunity, that company went out of business. That being said, as I was sitting back really doing the math and looking at this opportunity in terms of what it has to offer, if we really approach this the right way, we could actually apply our MLM system philosophy to the free, fantasy draft opportunity simply by again positioning one another first and foremost for free. So let's not even talk about investing money. Let's just build our network. Let's get three people who refer three, who refer three, who refer three. Then what we'll go ahead and do is we'll start small with the $10. Everybody put the $10 up. We'll start generating a nice pool of income together as a team. We can start talking about reinvesting money in one another in the team and things that we're seeking to do in the future. And again, we'll be wagering that money. Of course, we'll be jumping in some of these contests. $10 isn't a lot, but again, you might be able to play at least once or twice a month on that $10, and just sort of let that be a nice plan for you to generate an extra four figures a month. And then you and your team can continue to grow what you're investing and making, right? Okay. So again, we're looking at really approaching this as a team. So once again, I'm stressing, get back to the person that referred you. Generally speaking, they're going to be part of Top Networkers Group. They're going to be working with me, and what that means is that um, uh, we're all going to be approaching this with a professional approach. We're not going to be haphazard. We're not going to be hopping around like so many folks have done. We are actually going to get positioned and then commit ourselves to positioning others. Again, it's all about referring three people. If you don't know how to refer people to an opportunity, that's what our training system is for, the one MLM system. It is going to train you and teach you everything you need to know in order to produce results in any company, in any program, in order to really build this thing up. Now, again, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna personally be shopping this video around. So many of the people that I'm personally recruiting and looking to position, I'm going to ask you to watch this video. Now, if you've gotten this far, I want to thank you. Seriously, because there's so much that you could be doing right now. And if you're a guest of one of my business partners, I want to thank you too, because you could be doing so many other things right now other than getting informed about an opportunity in an industry that is generating billions and billions of dollars right now, that you could find a way to circumvent some of that money into your pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an awesome opportunity. You can even make money without having to invest the same amount of money as someone else. So let's say that you end up, inviting someone and they want to go ahead and pursue the $50 a month side of it, and they put a network of people in, and they're doing that. We'll get guess what? You can still reap the rewards from the investment and the effort that they're putting in. That's the beauty and the awesomeness of this industry, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Again, I want to thank you for watching. I hope that we get a chance to work together and play together on fantasydraft.com.